AK Coney says, you're the only one at Artillery who has Fridays off. How'd you work all that out? Well, I only kind of have Fridays off. Technically, this is work. You know, there's something that, like, it's going to sound obvious to say,
for Doomhammer,
but the way it gets implemented is what's really interesting. Which is, I guess, do I want the crackle here? Yeah, so called aligning incentives. You want to make sure your incentives are aligned. From a business perspective. In all the ways, and whatever the heck that means. So, I think a very immediate, natural, auto question is, of course, why would you not want incentives aligned? But, like, an example of incentives not being aligned are, let's say that, I'll take League of Legends. Really super simple example. League of Legends is a game that could have been sold as, like, a buy once, and that's it, and then you're done. Yeah, they could just make it so you buy it once and they just keep adding content to it. But as we've seen, if you sell as a box product, it's hard for the business incentive of continuing to make money and be a profitable business. That's not aligned with the consumer incentive of wanting a continually updated, interesting, awesome, nice, happy time product. I'm doing a terrible job explaining this because I'm trying to win a video game. Yeah, but like a box product, for it to be maintained constantly, the incentive... Go to the ground. A box product game is hard to maintain non-stop as a service because if the consumers are not continually putting in more money, it's hard to justify the cost upkeep. But when you make a game free to play, suddenly the consumer that wants this constantly evolving, interesting, growing experience gets it. And the business that wants to continually receive a flow of money to stay alive gets that. It all flows together. So I think like Riot is just an amazing example of it is in Riot's best interest to create tons of awesome content for their game. To do things like re-arting the entire map from scratch. That's within their best interest. Which is really, really cool. So, the reason I bring up all of this is that, like, okay, so, in terms of the marketing of the Atlas, of spreading it to people, what could be done, in terms of marketing, what we could do is do, like, a huge push at the front, or I could just talk about it on air. Or show the gameplay footage, which we're totally not at a point for. So technically, this is part of work. See? Like, for my own sanity, like, that's the big reason this was created in the first place, the day off. Oh, I may have just lost.
Well played. Well played.
For my own sanity, doing the Friday play a game all day stream was something that started 2012, I think? Yeah, just to have like a day to just play video games. And, you know, when I started working with Artillery, it just made total sense to just keep doing that, because for my own sanity, it's really good. For the success of the company, it's really good. For the general education about other games, it's really good.
I will fight with honor.
All the incentives are aligned. Because I imagine that, you know, for other folk, I think I just want dudes on the board. For other folk, it would be like a battle. Like, come on! I deserve Fridays off because I'm giving you all this, and the other person's like, begrudgingly I'll let you do it. But here it's like, no, incentives are all aligned.